Hello, Scuffle by Six Blades. Another sharing tip idea. I saw a comment on, it might have been a home built grinders Facebook group about belt life and ideas for getting more life out of your belt, or a better brand of belt or whatever. But one thing I thought I'd do was share this about making your belts last longer, or not using them for a task that's going to reduce its life. Okay. At the moment I've got a Norton R929. Okay, they're quite economic ceramic belts. It's a 2x72. This grinder's not that fast. It's a bit of a plodder. Okay, so I'm not that well suited to a Cubictron 2. They like speed. So this is a sort of middle of the road ceramic belt. It's quite new. Now I've used it new to do the faces to give me a 36 or what would be a 40 sort of grit finish, and then a newish 80 and then a newish 120. That gets the finish on the sides. Okay. When it comes to grinding the first few passes on the blade to a belt, the blade like this it'd be quite a nasty step for that new belt to try and do. What I would rather do is give it an easier stage now, so I don't lose much life. Because what will happen is that horrible nasty 90 degree is going to keep smashing into all them big grits. I know ceramic grits are meant to sheathe and cleave off in order to really sharpen, but there's no point busting the stuff up for just to say, oh, it's a new belt, let's just go on with it. You might as well try and go easy on it and get some more life out of it. Now, putting the blade up to it like that for the angle is more destructive on the belt than if it was coming at it like this. So I'm grinding the wrong way. So instead of it being 15 degrees into the belt, it's more like 75 degrees away from the belt, so sort of like 15 the other way, if you understand what I'm on about. It's gentler on the belt, because what you're dealing with is you're either smashing the grit up or you're breaking it out of the belt, the actual bond of the grit to the belt. And the last thing you want to do is knock any grit out of the belt you haven't even got to use for more than 2 or 3 revolutions. Okay, you want it to last. So if I get my mask on, and just for sake of purposes I'll keep the glasses on, what I'm going to do is a stage I got from Gavku, Mike Gavak. It's called Knocking Off the 90's. So I want that to have that edge gone, so when I actually come to doing the grind, it's more of a surface than an edge. Okay, but I'm doing it this way round. I'm going to stop about 8 to 10 mil shy of the where the ricasso is there, so I've got a little section. That's my design. Some people can go right up to, that's their design if it was a cleaver or something, but I'm going to stop a little bit towards the end there, and I'm going to come out that way. Okay, so what? even though I was really gentle with the blade, and even though I was coming at the blade like that, so you can imagine it's not as abrupt as trying to hit the corner like that. All of the surface here is covered in grits that have been smashed off or smashed out of the belt. Okay, so you see the bright green in there. Those are grits I've already lost, and I went at it the wrong way, the gentle way. So if I went at it what would be, let's say, 10 or 15 degrees, whichever your degrees per side is, it would be far more destructive to the belt, and I'd have lost a lot more than doing it this gentle way here, by coming at it that way, because that there would have been really destructive, if that makes sense. And all the time that it's going there, I can feel the grits hitting me on the arms and in the face. So I hope that helps. This is called knocking off the 90s. And so you do a few passes like that. Now by the time that you put it in a jig, and you either crank the jig over, you know, sort of your 10, 12, 14 degrees or whatever, the belt is now going to catch more of a surface than a nasty corner, because you've knocked off that 90 degrees. So it would be easier on the belt for that first time. I hope that helps Scott Wessex blades out.